How's it going, everyone? We have the PlayStation Plus monthly freebies for September officially revealed, and actually one of these games we had already known about being a PS Plus September title, so we'll talk about that. Overall, I really don't know how you want to assess this month. You've got a game that is a day one release, so that goes a little ways. You do have a sports game in there, which I feel like we've been seeing more and more get involved with PS Plus, and then a pretty good tertiary game, all things considered. But let's break each of the games down. We have Harry Potter Quidditch Champion. So this is a brand new release. Immerse yourself in the enchanting world of Quidditch by playing solo or sharing the magic with friends and family. Live your Quidditch fantasy. Take to the skies one of the classic positions: chaser, seeker, keeper, or beater, each with their own unique playstyle. Soar into legendary Quidditch arenas and new maps that showcase never before seen areas of the wizarding world. Take on career mode to progress from backyard battles in the Weasley Burrow to high-stakes showdowns at the Quidditch World Cup. Rise to become a champion either solo or in online co-op with teams of up to 3 friends. And launch into exhibition matches where you'll set your team's map and difficulty and play alone or with teams up to 3 on online co-op, or select PvP to test your skills in competitive online matches against other Quidditch teams. Rise to become a champion either solo or in online co-op with teams of up to 3 friends, and launch into exhibition mode where you'll set your team's map and difficulty and play alone or on teams of up to 3 in online co-op, or select PvP to test your skills in competitive online matches. Now, this is a Warner Brothers published game, and it is a little bit interesting because if you remember, Hogwarts Legacy had the agreement with PlayStation in place where they had that timed exclusive mission. So now they're going back to the well and working with Warner Brothers in a different way, but still within that Harry Potter or Wizarding World realm for Quidditch Champions. And when this game was initially revealed, I was like, alright, they're putting this game into PlayStation Plus Essential, but how is this game going to be monetized? Because to me, this game just screamed like a game that was just going to be monetized to infinity and beyond, especially when you look at what WB is doing with a lot of their games. What David Zaslav has said about how he wants to view games and how he's gonna monetize games, or how he wants Warner Brothers to monetize games. And you saw what happened with like Suicide Squad, for example. I was just like, brothers, this is gonna be one of the most disgusting releases ever. And I've been vocal about the fact that I think Hogwarts Legacy 2 is gonna be monetized incredibly, I don't know, like, I don't want to say poorly, but I'm just saying, yo, your typical nonsense. You saw Suicide Squad, that typical nonsense. And if you're talking about a multiplayer budget title that's being given away for PS Plus, I was like, okay, they're definitely gonna monetize the hell out of that. Well, I am glad to be wrong, where it seems like this game isn't gonna feature anything like that, so I think that's incredibly exciting. Ultimately, you know, the longevity of this game, I don't know. We just saw a PlayStation multiplayer game get released, although this is available on all platforms, PS4, PS5, and Xbox as well as PC. And obviously it's piggybacking off of an incredibly successful IP as it is. There's definitely gonna be a little bit more attention on it than, let's say, Concord being a new IP and $40, but I just don't feel like there's that level of interest attached to it. We'll see. It's a day one title, so I always gotta give a little bit of credit for that, but take that for what you will. Next up, MLB The Show 24. I mean, it's a yearly sports game release. After a few months, sports games getting dropped into Plus, I don't think is a bad thing. MLB The Show is one that's fairly well received. I'm not gonna lie, I have no idea if they are timing this out with something going on with it. Is baseball season starting? Is baseball season ending? Is there something going on? No, I don't. Isn't the World Series usually in like October or November? Am I wrong about this? I'm probably wrong about this, and I'm making myself look like an absolute schmuck. Look, I follow a couple sports, but baseball is certainly not one of them. Earn your call from the minors to the big leagues and prove yourself that you've got what it takes to get to the top. Learn about known and unsung legends of the sport and take inspiration from their heroics. Hold your nerve when it matters and earn the right to be called World Series champions. Chalk up the wins, pick yourself up after the losses. Whatever happens, know you left nothing in the dugout. Everyone has a moment to their own. Everyone has a story to tell. Unlock your moment and own the show. So that is going to be available. And then lastly, I actually think this is a pretty nice one as a tertiary title. I'm sure I'm going to be the one that gets overly excited about it compared to everyone else. But Little Nightmares 2, the follow-up to Little Nightmares, which by the way, Little Nightmares 1 was offered as a PS Plus Essential game. I think this is a great offering to PlayStation Plus, given that, again, Little Nightmares 1 was offered, Little Nightmares 3 is going to be dropping in 2025, and Little Nightmares 2 is just a solid atmospheric horror game. Discover the sinister secrets of the Signal Tower in this horror-themed platform adventure where you control Mono, a young boy trapped in a distorted and broken world joined by Six, the raincoat-wearing hero from the original Little Nightmares. Only you can help her from fading away into nothingness. As the relationship between Mono and Six grows, the duo must work together using a combination of stealth and an array of items to overcome tricky puzzles and horrifying enemies. Muster your courage and begin your journey in the face of terrible threats in a mission to stop the source of evil that's spreading throughout the land. Little Nightmares 2, again, a really, really solid atmospheric horror game, and I would say that it is an incredibly worthwhile game to go through. I would recommend you to play Little Nightmares 1, not only because, you know, for context's sake, but also just because it's a damn good game. And I'm not super into horror games. Like, horror games as far as popular genres is the genre that I'm probably the least into. Like, obviously I'll enjoy my Resident Evils and whatnot, but, you know, being able to get myself super excited for a horror game, that's few and far between. But Little Nightmares is actually one of those IPs that I've gravitated a little bit more so than a lot of the other ones, like an Amnesia, for example. But, yeah, this one's just really up my alley, and I would recommend it. Goes for like $9.89 on sale, so it's not like from a value standpoint it's quite great, but, you know, a good addition, a tertiary edition. I am totally fine with this. Honestly speaking, I think this is going to be perceived as a pretty bad month. I know that, you know, there are things that I can say. Harry Potter Quidditch Champions is a day one game, but let's be real. Are people excited about this game? I don't think they are, and I just think that's setting up for failure as far as reception goes. MLB The Show 24, when you got a sports game, that's always going to be a little bit of an issue as far as, you know, the reception. Sports games are just what they are, and Little Nightmares 2, while I think is great, it's the total kind of game that's going to be perceived as a tertiary game and not one of those games that's going to be a selling title for PS Plus. So, you know, I would say thumbs down, but your mileage may vary, and sometimes I'm a little bit more positive towards a PS Plus offering, sometimes I'm a little bit more negative. But there you go with that. Should also note that August was a pretty solid month, all things considered. I thought Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga, I think, is great. Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach and Ender Lily's Quietus of the Night is awesome. That's a great addition as well, so definitely, if you have yet to redeem those games, do redeem those and you're going to enjoy them quite a bit. But let me know your thoughts. This is the reveal. PS Plus is what it is these days, and yeah, can't wait for Concord to be a PS Plus title. But that'll do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comments section down below. Sound off there. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.